Hey everybody, Carla Silver here, and thank you again for joining us. And I'm also joined, of course, as I am every week, by my intrepid entrepreneur, Don. Come on out and say hi.
Da, 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 da. How's everybody today? I got a new webcam. How cool is that?
You actually look a lot better. The other one was really yellow.
Yeah, well, it's a better camera, and I'm not going to talk about technology, but yeah, it's a way better webcam, and so it does much better stuff, and I don't need to put my lights up, and I don't need to do all kinds of things that I used to have to do, so it's fun.
All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. I just want to make sure, Don, will you make sure that it is playing in the appropriate spot? That would be awesome before we get going. I believe I did everything correctly.
I am live. I am seeing me.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Nancy. All right, guys, in our efforts, oh, by the way, I'm going to be a demonstration of why I just did that. Also, I'm coming at you from a very different place. Here's our backyard and the beautiful mountain behind me. It's gorgeous here at this time of year, and I'm going to enjoy that. I don't know if you can see it. There's the pool. I'm going to join that a little bit later today. But in our efforts of bringing you cool little marketing tips every single week, today we're going to talk about how to create videos that get people to actually do stuff, right? I don't want to say sell, like creating videos that sell, but that would be an accurate term, right? Because your videos, all your videos, and we should be making videos. You heard Don talk about it on the wake-up calls. You hear every single person that gets started on our team has a conversation with me, and I tell you, hey, exactly what I did when I got started would follow exactly what John Vivinia did when he got started, who followed exactly what Tony Rush did when he got started, right? This is one big elephant walk. So when you get started, you get a whole long conversation with me about how important it is to create a couple videos right when you get started, why you got started with Empower Network, and then a little bit of a video about you. These are the pieces of content that when you upload them online, you get to put your best foot forward, and especially, excuse me, there's a fly there, especially when you first get started, it's an opportunity to get people to opt into, people that maybe you or that you've worked with before or whatever, a very soft way to say, hey, I have a new gig, this is something that I'm doing, I'm really excited about the opportunity here. If this is remotely up your alley, go to this page and find out for yourself. I wish you the best. So I can't wait. Blah blah blah. That kind of thing. So videos are critically important for that reason, right? Can help you make sales right away. The second reason that I think videos are so important is the old adage, which isn't so old because video isn't so old, but the old adage is that a picture is worth 1,000 words and a video's got to be worth millions, right? This is information about you, presenting you online that'll be there forever, 24/7, that anybody, as they Google your name and as they look you up, as they're getting to know you, right? Because people buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. And while we are online marketers, and you theoretically could hide behind your computer, that's not going to be the best thing for you. The best thing for you is to get out and create as many videos as you possibly can about your experience, your excitement, things you're doing, because once those videos are up on your blog, it gives somebody that's checking you out, and believe it or not, the people that get started, or the people that are on your list are watching you, right? I know there's a couple people on this Hangout today that I had the great opportunity to meet for the first time at our recent event in Seattle, and they told me that they've been watching Don and I online for a couple of months before they got started. So while you can hide online, I actually think that's just the biggest mistake ever. I flap my mouth. Right? I'm not shy about getting out there and speaking my mind, talking about things, teaching something that maybe I just learned, which is something that I'm going to do today. Teaching something that I actually just learned. I've known these 3 steps that I'm going to share with you today for a while, but I really just really basically just learned them today. So I'm going to teach them to you today, because it's a simple way to get people to do stuff when you do videos. Now, what I do want to say before I get started is that you don't want to just make, I mean, if you're brand new, go make random videos. But please remember a couple of things. Number one, what goes online stays online. It's kind of like Las Vegas, only instead of it being secret like Las Vegas, what goes online is online permanently. So just watch what you do. I know that all of us here on this Hangout, we aren't 13 or 17 or 18. We're not going to have drunken, crazy evenings online in front of everybody. But just remember that what you put online today will be online 5 years from now. And so you just want to keep in mind that one of the things you don't want to say is like, oh, you know, I'm brand new and I haven't made a sale yet for a day and that kind of thing, right? I just watch that because that same video people will think is current when they watch it 5 years from now. And the second thing is that you're going to want to make sure that another reason for making videos, the third thing, another reason for making videos is to accelerate the pace of your sales. And the reason why I say that is that, again, people are getting to know you. If there are tons of ways for them to get to know you, whether you post a video on Facebook, LinkedIn, you tweet out a video, your blog, you have it up on YouTube, all of those are places where people are looking for people just like you, and they're looking for solutions to their problems. So again, this is content and information that's out there that can be working for you 24/7. I cannot tell you how many thousands of times that people have told both Dawn and I that the reason they got started with us is they saw some random video, or maybe they saw a video that we had showcased on a website, and they said, you know, I really got started because I resonated with you, right? Or my story is the same as your story. I have a video that I recorded in 2000. Don, I don't remember when it was. It was right when we got to our very first stop on our world tour. It was in Lake Tahoe, and I had been thinking about making an About Me video for a really long time, and I had put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off, and one day I just got mad at myself and said, heck, I'm just going to freaking do this, right? So in those days, you had to set up the camera on the tripod or pile up a bunch of books or whatever, and we had this big video camera, and I set it up, and I think I made a video. I think that video is 28 minutes long. So it breaks all the rules, but it's a little different world back in 2009. There wasn't that many videos. Right now we're surrounded by watch this video, watch this video, watch this video, the latest and greatest cat video or octopus video or fuzzy dog video or my friend jumping into their underpants on the weekend video on Facebook. We're bombarded with videos. So I made this 28-minute video, and I can't not tell you how many hundreds of thousands of dollars that video has made us, simply because the people that ended up watching it all the way through were the people that got started with us. Now, I'm not going to tell you today to make a 28-minute video. I just flapped my mouth. I'm never going to tell you to make a 28-minute video, ever. People don't watch videos the way they did back in 2009, 2010, 2011, and even 2012. What I'm going to share with you today is a very simple 3-step formula that you can use to get people to do things as a result of what you have to say in your video. So to that end, I'm going to have to make a couple of adjustments here. I have my handy dandy air sketch that I'm going to write on. I just need to share my screen. While I'm doing that, Don, do you have anything extra you want to add to that?
You know, a lot about making videos really comes down to doing it, experience it, practice it as you progress. One of the reasons why the Monday night Empower Hour was do 30 videos, and I reiterated again today, was because as you get through doing the number of videos, you start to, or you stop doing the silly things that technically make them less than friendly. So, you know, practice. Practice makes practice. Practice makes you better. Practice makes you more effective. And it's kind of like going to events. You never know when which message that you put out in a short video is going to be the one that allows someone else to have their transformation. So take advantage of that.
Right on. All right, so I'm going to screen share here, guys. Let's make sure. Oh, here we are. I got a funky cursor. Start screen share. All right, guys, there's my my handy dandy little air sketch program that I have on my little iPad. So I'm going to share with you today a very, very simple 3-step. I've already talked about why videos work, but videos work even better when you add some things, right? And so this is really elementary training on how to do videos. For all of you master's associates out there, there is an in-depth master's training in the My Extreme Team website on how to do video marketing and how to really crush it. I'm just going to share some basic principles with you today. We already know videos work, but there's some things that you can do at a 3-step process that you can do to make your videos better. So the first thing you want to do is, well, and I just want to remind you, it isn't really what you look like, what you say in your video. Really, honestly, in many of my videos, and in Elena, who I adore, right? It's not what she's looking like or what she's saying or what she's, even that Don was talking about this morning, John creating a video where half his head's cut off and half of it is looking at his dog, right? It really isn't what it looks like, right? And there's a million ways to make videos, right? You can make videos with a PowerPoint presentation, or you can make videos where you're standing in front of a wall, or you can make videos where you're out with your family. I know there happens to be a video that Elena made back in 2008 where she's just sitting at a Cuban restaurant in Miami with her son, and she's talking. All she was doing was talking about being able to spend all the time in the world and have breakfast out with her son in the middle of the week, right? I've even seen that video. That video's made her a ton of money, and it was probably one of the first few videos she ever made, right? So we all know they work, but it's really how you say what you're saying. So the very first thing you should do is what's called a pattern interrupt. And I promise you my handwriting is way better than this. It's just my cursor's dying, and it's difficult to write on the screen. So what does that mean? What do I mean by a pattern interrupt? Remember at the beginning of our hangout, I waved my hands all over the place? That kind of thing that gets somebody's attention. Because you only have, and I don't know exactly what the number of seconds are, but it's between 3 and 9 seconds to grab someone's attention, right? We all have a ton of distractions, right? Facebook for me right now is one of the biggest distractions. I'm on a Facebook purge for the next 3 days. I'm limited to marketing on Facebook now for 5 minutes today, tomorrow, and Thursdays. Today, Friday, and Saturday as a penalty for being on it too much. I've put that on myself. So we all know that we've got the people have families, they have jobs, they have all these distractions, and you better grab their attention right at the very, very beginning of your video. And then you're going to want to tell them or give them a reason to invest the next 2 minutes or 3 minutes with you watching the rest of your video. So you make that pattern interrupt. Remember, you have 3 to 9 seconds to grab their attention and give them a reason, because you want to have their focus, right? You want to grab their attention, their focus on you. And there's a ton of ways of doing it. You don't have to wave your hands like I did. That's just one way. Another way to grab someone's attention is ask a question. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live without an alarm clock? right? An intriguing question, or you make some weird comment. Like I was watching a David Wood video not too long ago, and at the beginning of the video, he's doing this exact thing. He goes, "Can you smell the popcorn?" Right? So he goes, I don't know where that smell's coming from. I smell popcorn. Can you smell the popcorn? Right? That's just an incongruency from where you are. You know, it's just, again, it's just an easy pattern interrupt. So then once you've grabbed their attention, you want to give them some kind of benefit for watching your video, right? Because they're not going to watch your video. Did I spell that correctly? They're not going to watch your video because you tell them that you have something great to say. They're not going to watch your video because they're going to want to hear about you and your story necessarily, right? They're going to want to, it's the best thing you can do for you to grab somebody's attention and make them do something at the end of their video is to talk about them. What are their problems? What issues are they facing, right? And I realize that you don't know who's watching your video, but if you say, hey, can you smell that popcorn? Crap. You know, also, did you ever realize what it would be like to live without an alarm clock? And then you talk about, of course, how to get them there, right? So what is their desired outcome? Right? Super easy. You want to talk about them and their desired outcome and show them a path to get there, and that's going to sell more stuff. So you spend more time talking about them and less time talking about you, right? The best videos actually don't talk about you at all, unless, of course, it's a video, like I said before, where it's intentionally about me. Get to know me if you want to know information about me, right? I don't go to a website. Let's say I'm looking at, I don't know, a coach's website that's writing about personal development, and they might have a cool goal-setting program, right? Well, I will look at that stuff, look at the goal-setting program, and then if I'm really intrigued, I'm going to go find out about that person, right? So what I'm not talking about here in this particular training is not the About Me videos, which you should have in your, right? It's just kind of like an online bio, just like you would put on LinkedIn. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how to get people to do stuff in your videos, because all your videos should have a purpose. So number one, of course, right, was pattern interrupt, grab their attention. Number two, talk about what's in it for them. Why should they be on the video? What is their problem and how can you solve it? And then the third step in this whole process is super easy. Just a call to action. Anything, right? It doesn't have to be salesy. This whole three-step process is how to get people to do stuff without, as Frank Kern says, without being douchey. Without being salesy, right? So you're going to show people their desired outcome, show them a way to get there, because that's their payoff, right? And then they're going to give them the education on how to get there, and then call to action. Now, this does not have to be get started with me, although that might be. You might want to call to action for a sale, right? Or you might be pre-framing something, and what that means is, for example, I'm going to make a video probably over this weekend on how to make the big money online, right? Because people look at a $25 deal and say, you know, I'm not quite sure how that's going to make me any money, right? Right? You're not going to make big money selling a $25 product unless you sell thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of them, right? So maybe I'll make a video on pre-framing a presentation later on how to make the big money. You might just want to be able to, you might just be sending out a solo ad. So your call to action, maybe in a video, is to opt into my mailing list, and I'll give you, I'll solve the problem that we talked about in number 2, right? Or it's opt-ins, or why, and you know why they should do it now, right? Why do it now? You can do that by bringing in the deadlines. You can do that with, I'm working with 2 more people today. I'm taking this offer down. This is only available first quarter. I can't work with everybody, so apply here. I mean, there's a million reasons why you can give somebody a sense of urgency for doing what you want them to do right then and there online. And people like to be told, I just want to remind everyone, if you don't ask them to do something, they probably won't. So I want to remind you, you don't have, if you certainly can ask for the sale, right? That's certainly direct. But I don't in all of my stuff, right? I'm creating relationships. I am giving value. I might be at the end of my video. I might be able to say, I might be saying, watch for the next video tomorrow. Watch your inbox, right? And that's my call to action. Make sure I'm going to send this out at 10 a.m. tomorrow Eastern time. Watch your inbox, and I'll give you the second part of the formula, right? So it can be a million things that you want them to do, but you must tell them why. Tell them exactly what you want them to do and why they should do it now. So there you go, guys. It's a super duper, super easy 3-step system, I guess. I don't like that word, but it's just 3 little arrows that you can add to your quiver, so to speak, that will give you the tools to make better videos. Don, anything you want to add to this?
Well, I think the end is take your notes, take your camera, get to going with your videos. Just, you know, as you shoot each one, then review and see how well you did compared to the notes. Don't stress about it beforehand. Does that make sense? In other words, take the action first and then see how you did.
Right on. Any questions, guys? If you have any questions, please Skype them to us, and we will address them immediately. Either one of us. Whoops. Oh, where are you? There you guys are. I don't hear my Skype going off. So, okay, guys, then that's it for today. We'll see you next Thursday, and don't forget to invite your teams. This Google Hangout will be online on the page you're watching now for the next 7 days until next Thursday, and it'll also be posted up onto YouTube. You guys go and make it a great weekend. I know Don and I are going to be shooting some videos right after this, actually when he gets home from the gym, so later today. You guys go make it a wonderful day. I'm out. Talk to you later. Bye.